lovelies! Welcome back to my channel and I hope you've all had an amazing day. Today we are back playing Dress to Impress, but we're doing it a little bit differently to usual. So instead of playing our normal rounds and our normal games, we are going to be doing the black and white challenge. So, as the name suggests, the only colours that we can use for our rounds today are black and white. I will allow myself to use off-white and I will allow myself to use dark grey and colours very close to black, but black and white are the two main colours I am allowed to use. If you do enjoy Dress to Impress content, please make sure that you are subscribed. It does really help me out, and if you feel like it, maybe leave the video a like or a comment and let me know what you want to see in the future. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. So the theme for this round was farm life. So not a super difficult theme to start off with, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to go with. With this theme, I typically go for a lot of reds and oranges and warmer tones, so to be limited to black and white was a little bit stressful. For my face, I went with one of my favourite faces because it's what I know, it's what I love, and I thought it was something I could be comfortable with as a base. And then for the hair, I spent forever looking for it, but I wanted those braids. I feel like I always go for those braids for farm life, but they just work so well. They're just so fitting for the theme. I tried to layer these pigtails over the top, but it just was not a look. It was just not doing what I wanted it to do. So I added this hair over the top, but only bangs, and I changed that colour in a second. And then I went for this hair, but only the bangs as well. And I thought this was quite cute. It was a simple hairstyle, but it worked for what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to wear a hat as well, so I didn't focus too much on the hair because a lot of it was going to be covered up anyway. I love this top when it comes to farm life. I know that it's part of the Wild West set, but I just think it works so well. And I thought we could go for cow print. It's black and white and it's farm life. I thought it's probably the best pattern to go for, and it means that the outfit has a little bit more something than just using black and white colours. I went for this hat instead of the Wild West hat because I feel like it gives more farm vibes. I feel like the Wild West hat gives more cowboy and, as the name suggests, Wild West. So that's why I went for this one. And then for my shoes, I went for my go-to combo, which is the knee-high boots and then the slightly more open boots. Here I am adding some more details, so I added the moon gazer sleeves because they go with everything. In my opinion, they are such a good item to just add a little bit of pizzazz to your outfit. I added the Wild West belt here, and then I also went for this dress but option 4. I didn't really want to go for a skirt, but I wanted something a little bit more flowy that I could pattern. And then I thought I'd go for the denim shorts here. I never go for shorts in Dress to Impress. I can't lie to you. Unless it's a theme like gym, which I don't really like doing anyway. Yeah, you rarely see me wearing shorts, but I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and try things that I wouldn't usually go for, and go for patterns I wouldn't usually go for, or for styles I wouldn't usually go for. So I thought I'd take a risk and go for them here, and I thought they looked quite cute. I thought that looked okay. You can see me here just adding some final bits. We have 10 seconds left, so I coloured my nails, I coloured in my shoes, and this was the finished look. It wasn't like my best look in the world, but it also wasn't the worst. This outfit, I didn't really think was giving farm life. I gave it a 2. This one was cute. I think I gave this one a 4. Yeah, I did. I just want to point out as well, I am playing on pro servers for these rounds, so I'm not voting as harshly as I do in master servers, but I'm not voting as kind of freely as I do in regular servers. I am still expecting some good outfits here. This one I thought was cute, but the layering on the top was throwing me a little bit, and I didn't understand the handbag. I didn't know if it was meant to be a basket or what, but this one was cute. I thought the pumpkin was cute. I like the hair, I like the gloves, I like the little details. This one was pretty good. I think I voted that one a 3. This is ours, our black and white queen. and I think we look quite cute. I really enjoyed this one. I thought the theme was quite fun to do. This one I really liked because it's very different to the rest of the outfits. I loved how she used the denim effect on a lot of the items there, and I love the use of the bonnet. And this one was someone who joined late, so I just gave them a 2 stars. I think for our first round for the challenge we did pretty well, and we actually came first with this one, which I was really surprised with. I was quite happy with our outfit, and we got 19 stars here, so everybody was voting pretty well. The next theme was Jazz Club. This is not a theme that I have the most experience with, so you can see me there just kind of reading over the theme and just double checking what we need to do. So for this one, I envisioned someone sat in kind of like a dark, smoky room, listening to some jazz music, listening to some live performances, maybe with a drink in their hand. That's what I was going for. I was going for something quite classy, quite elegant, not too flashy, just enough. And I thought that this jacket really embodied that. I love this jacket. I think it's one of the best reward items we've had from a quest in quite a long time. I use it for everything. Here I accidentally turned the whole outfit foil. Not sure how I did that because I thought I was recoloring the buttons and the accents, but apparently I did. And then for the hair, I went with one of my favourite combos at the moment. So I used this hair, sized it up and moved it backwards. And then I went for this really old ponytail bun, but I made sure there was no bangs on there and made that the same colour. And then I used only the bangs from these 2 hairs and made them black. And I just think it's such a pretty hair. I love all the baby hairs at the top. I love the bangs. I just really enjoy it. So you can see me just tweaking that to make it fit a little bit better. And then onto the rest of the outfit, I knew that I wanted to do kind of a flowy skirt, but I wasn't quite sure which one I wanted to use. So in the meantime, I went back to the changing rooms and I put on the Sabrina Carpenter stockings. I feel like these go well with so many outfits. If you don't have them, definitely recommend buying them. They are such a good addition. And then I just went through and changed my face because I didn't want to use the same face 2 themes in a row. Then I realised I hadn't layered anything, so I just added this sort of frilly top on top and added the same pattern that we used for the undershirt on the quest top. I added the glasses and just put them slightly down the nose, and then surprise surprise, I went for the withered rose skirt. I think this is such a good skirt. I love this skirt. It just works for so many themes, and I just don't think we have enough long skirts in the game. I really wish that they'd give us some more, maybe in future updates. Fingers crossed. I am holding out hope. And then coming to the last 30 seconds or so in this round, I'm just adding a few accessories and just giving the outfit a little bit more. This wasn't my favourite outfit, but it was what I envisioned. It was, you know, what I thought of straight away when I thought of jazz club, of someone attending a jazz club and listening to the live music. But I did really enjoy the other outfits this round. This one I thought was really cute, but I didn't think it was on theme. It just was not giving sleek black jazz club outfit. This one I loved. It was straight away, I was like, yeah, this is a jazz singer. Stunning, beautiful. I gave that one a 4 stars. It wasn't quite a 5 for me. Definitely a 4 though. This one was a fun theme for me. It's not one that I have a ton of experience with, but I do enjoy doing these rounds that I don't do too often because it just makes me a little bit more confident for the future. You know, the more that I do a theme, the more confident I'm going to get. And I'm not the most experienced player in the world either. I started playing Dress to Impress back when the game first started picking up popularity, well over a year ago. I played it for quite a bit and then I dropped it for a bit, and I only recently started playing again a month or 2 ago. So I missed a ton of updates, like the culture set. I missed cutting in here because this outfit was amazing, loved it, 5 stars. Anyway, missed a ton of updates, so I'm missing a ton of clothes, but I'm just still relearning the game. I don't think that I'm the best player in the world. I think I'm definitely okay, but I just love playing the game. I just really enjoy playing this game, and the more that I play these themes that I'm less confident with, the better I'm going to get. So I just keep pushing myself and I just keep playing them, and I can see myself getting better with each look that I do. And this was the podium for this round. I'm very happy that she got first place. I thought that it was very on theme, and the votes this round were really shocking. I came fifth with 25 stars, I believe, and first place got like 34, which was great. The next theme was K-pop, and I would be lying if I said I didn't panic. Now, don't come for me, don't jump on me, but I don't really listen to K-pop. I don't really know that much about K-pop. Not that I don't like it, I've just never really gotten into it. I've never really taken the time to listen to it or kind of learn about it, really. So whenever this theme comes up, I am never quite sure what to do. So I just popped on Pinterest and I looked up a few different performers, and I will pop the picture up on screen that I was inspired by, and that's just kind of what I went for this. So I added the glitter onto the bodysuit because I love a glittery bodysuit. I love the glitter in this game. I do not use it enough, but I really enjoy it, especially for kind of concert outfits and performance outfits. I think it works really well. You can see me here trying to pick a pattern that works well with this top. So I went for this kind of flowery pattern with the bows on it. It was technically a dark grey, but I think when you silked it, it looked a lot more black and white. So I think it was still in line with the challenge. I went for these, but only the chains, and made those black and white, obviously. And then I went back to this skirt that I used in the Farm Life round, and I just thought it gave the silhouette a little bit more shape without being untrue to the reference image that I was taking inspiration from. For the hair, I just wanted to go for something quite long and quite flowy. So I just went for one of my staples. So I went for the flower hair, but to the back and without the flowers. And then this hair, but slightly pushed back, and then obviously recolored to black. And then I just added a few different bangs to that to give it a little bit more dimension. For the shoes, I thought that I could layer these three together. And then it just wasn't for me. I just wasn't feeling it, so I ended up removing those. But this hat, again, inspiration from the picture that I was, well, inspired by. But I just adjusted that slightly to be slightly kind of to the side and a little bit smaller, because I think that hat looks a little bit big sometimes. It can look a little bit funny. So here I am changing my shoes. I went back to my go-to combo, which is the knee-high boots and the more open boots. And then here I am just adding some final touches. So I add my lashes on there because, you know, can't do a look without the lashes. And then I also added the microphone and made that glittery as well. I just thought that was really fitting for the theme. And considering I know pretty much nothing about K-pop, I thought we did okay there. So this outfit I thought was really cute. I really liked it. And for the voting for this round, I didn't really want to vote anybody too far down because I didn't understand the references, if that makes sense. I don't think it's fair for someone to have copied a look of a performer that they really enjoy or a K-pop star that they really enjoy, and, you know, just because I didn't know who it was, vote them down. So a lot of these looks were voted a 3 or a 4. I kind of went off what people were saying in the chat. So for this one, I think I voted it a 3 to start with, and then people were saying they really liked it, so I went for a 4. With this one, I just love the shoe combo. I really enjoy that boot combo. I think it looks super cute, and I will be using that in the future. I think this was one of the only ones that I voted a little bit lower. I just thought she could have used a few different tones of yellow and could have used a few different textures to give the look a little bit more oomph. This look though, Loved it. It came out the runway. My mouth was agape. I thought, wow, stunning. Take my stars. This one as well I thought was really pretty, and she actually said that she doesn't listen to K-pop, and I was like, me too, girl, me too. But I really enjoyed the look. This one as well I thought was really cute. I thought it was probably inspired by a real life person, but I just wasn't sure who it was, so I voted in the middle anyway. And this was the podium. We didn't place, but that was fine because we came 5th with 26 stars. And I know this isn't our Road 2 series, but I was still really happy with that. This was our look, and yeah, I really enjoyed this round. But that is all for today. I really hope that you enjoyed the challenge video. Please leave me some feedback in the comments and let me know what other challenges you want to see. I also hope that you didn't mind the voiceover. My audio file got corrupted, so that's why we're doing it this way. But please subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free and helps me out massively. And give the video a like or a comment if you feel like it. But have a lovely rest of your day, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.